Okay, good morning students. Today you are to see the fourth lesson, the next topic, fourth lesson, principles and process of biotechnology. In this lesson you have to study what are the concept, introduction, first of all, introduction, then second one is development of biotechnology. Development of biotechnology, then advancement of biotechnology, advancement of biotechnology. In this concept you have to study. First you have to study the introduction. What do you mean by the in an introduction, what do you mean by biotechnology? Biotechnology means nothing but there is with the help of techniques, what are the process mostly occur in a biological way, that is called biotechnology. Biotechnology. Here biotechnology means nothing but biotechnology is a science. Biotechnology is a science of applied biological process. Is a science and applied biological process is nothing but biotechnology. Here the biotechnology, the term biotechnology was coined by Karl Yerke. Karl Yerke, there is a scientist, Karl Yerke, Hungarian scientist, Hungarian engineer. He coined the term biotechnology in 1990. In this category, the biotechnology mostly used for in a technical way, in a biological concepts mostly used. Here biotechnology in other ways it is called the science of development. The science of development, mostly utilization of biological process, science of development and utilization of biological process in a human mankind and also all the living forms. That is called another way it is described here. What do you mean by the biotechnology? The next we pass on to the development of biotechnology. The next concept, the development of biotechnology. First you have to study the introduction part, what is the scientist who coined the term and what is the definition of biotechnology. There is a science and applied biological process. Biotechnology is a science, applied biological process. Okay. The next one is development of biotechnology. Here in this category, the development of biotechnology, it will divide it into two categories. Development of biotechnology, it is divided into two categories. First one is conventional or traditional biotechnology. Conventional biotechnology. Second one is modern biotechnology. Modern biotechnology. Here conventional biotechnology is otherwise called it as traditional biotechnology. Traditional biotechnology. Traditional means nothing but the ancient days, these techniques mostly used, that is called traditional biotechnology. Then conventional biotechnology is the same way. The next one is modern biotechnology. First you have to study what do you mean by the conventional biotechnology. Conventional biotechnology is a techniques mostly, it otherwise call it as kitchen biotechnology. Conventional biotechnology is nothing but a kitchen biotechnology. These are mostly come from our ancestors. Our ancestor, it is otherwise it is mostly used in a kitchen biotechnology mostly carried out by our ancestors. And also it is old human civilization. It is otherwise called it as the old human civilization. It's a conventional biotechnology means nothing but a traditional biotechnology. It is carried out is otherwise known as kitchen biotechnology also there. In a kitchen, what are the techniques mostly used? That is called conventional or traditional biotechnology. It is mostly derived or otherwise used by our ancestor. Here it is old human civilization. It is nothing but a old human civilization. And also some of the bacteria, with the help of bacteria, some microbes, some of the microorganism and bacteria, some of the food products are mostly produced, food products, and some of the dairy products are mostly produced in kitchen biotechnology. Curd, in a dairy product, curd, ghee, cheese, these are mostly produced in dairy products, as well as with the help of bacteria and microorganism. And some of the food products also produced with the help of this bacteria and microorganism. Idli, dosa, and some of the naan, some products mostly produced. Apart from that, it will extend to the alcoholic beverages also produced in conventional methods. Alcoholic beverages, beer, wine, and also some of the products also mostly produced in this method with the help of bacteria and some of the microorganisms. Okay, this is called a conventional biotechnology. The next we pass on to the modern biotechnology. We pass on to modern biotechnology. In this modern biotechnology, it totally differs from the conventional biotechnology. The modern biotechnology, it totally differs from the conventional biotechnology in two aspects. First one, here the ability to change the genetic material. First of all, the ability to change the genetic material to getting the new products with the specific requirements of rDNA technology, that is called modern biotechnology. In these two categories it is used, modern biotechnology. In a modern biotechnology is nothing but there is a, with the help of some of the techniques, some processes, biological processes are mostly occur, that is called modern biotechnology. The first one is ability to change the genetic material for the getting of new products with specific requirements of rDNA technology. First one, there is getting new products from rDNA. rDNA means nothing but recombinant DNA technology. And also the second one is ownership of the newly developed technology. Newly developed technology mostly used in a social impact. This is the two category mostly used in a modern biotechnology. So in this category, the biotechnology, nowadays the biotechnology mostly crossed with the help of this business oriented, mostly used in a business oriented, in a pharmaceutical companies and some of the drug companies also there, and also some of the beverages, agro industries, pharmaceutical companies and agro industries and beverages mostly used for this business oriented regions are mostly used in modern biotechnology in a biotechnological way. And some of the aspects mostly focused on this modern biotechnology. First one, in this category, what are the area mostly focused in a biotechnology? First one, fermentation process. Fermentation. In a fermentation, some of the acids, then chemicals, some of the proteins products are mostly produced with the help of this fermentation. Then also next one is biomass production. The bulk of biomass production mostly occur in this region. Single cell proteins also there, biomass production, and biofuels also there. The hydrogens, methane, these are mostly produced with biofuels. Then fourth one, enzymes. Some of the enzymes also produced. These enzymes are used in a biotechnological way. These enzymes are mostly used. Then Next one is microbial inoculants. Microbial inoculants. Microbial inoculants. Some of the microbes are mostly used in this category. So the used in this biotechnology way, that is called microbial inoculants. The next one is plant and animal cell culture. Plant cell and animal cell culture mostly used in a plant cell and animal cell culture. Most of some of the secondary products and monoclonal antibodies are mostly produced in this plant cell and animal cell culture. Then next one is rDNA technology. With the help of this rDNA technology, some of the new products are produced with the help of biotechnological way. The next one is bioprocessing engineer, or otherwise processing engineer. In this category, some of the recycling, water recycling or chemical recycling, chemical treatment mostly occur in this processing engineer. Okay, these are the areas mostly focused on biotechnology. These are the area mostly focused on biotechnological process, fermentation process. With the help of fermentation, some of the new products are produced. Biomass, single cell proteins, these are mostly produced. Some of the enzymes also produced here. Biofuel, hydrogen, methane, some of the hydrogen, methane, some fuels are mostly produced here. Enzymes, some of the enzymes also produced. And also microbial inoculants also produced with the help of this biotechnology process. And also plant and animal cell also produced here. The monoclonal antibodies and secondary products are produced in this way, and rDNA technology, new products are produced. Bioprocessing or processing engineer, recycling, water recycling or chemical treatment also occur in a processing engineer. Okay, good morning students. Today you have to see the fourth lesson, principles and process of biotechnology. In that category, there is one important another topic is that modern biotechnology. Under this heading, you have to study the fermentation. You have to study today. Okay, what do you mean by the fermentation? How it will be derived from which language? You have to study one by one. Fermentation is nothing but there is another process, one type of process, an anaerobic process. It is called anaerobic process. Fermentation, it is mostly derived from a Latin word, mostly derived from the Latin word fervir. Fervir means nothing but to boil. This is from that fervir, the fermentation is obtained. For meaning for fervir, to boil. Here, the fermentation process, it refers to a metabolic process in which some of the organic molecules are like glucose. Glucose is converted into some of the gases or alcohols or any type of molecules. It will change into anaerobic condition without oxygen condition. That is called fermentation process. There is a process, it is called fermentation. There is a process in which there is a metabolic process. What do you mean by metabolic process? Metabolic process means nothing but there is a chemical reaction, it takes place in living cells. That is called metabolic process. Fermentation is mostly refers to a metabolic process in which the organic molecules such as glucose are converted into a normal acids, glucose or alcohols in the absence of oxygen. That is an anaerobic condition. In a electron transport chain, anything is there. That is called fermentation. In a fermentation, study of fermentation. Okay. The study of fermentation is nothing but zymology. The study of fermentation is nothing but zymology. The practical application mostly come from this zymology, study of fermentation. The practical application mostly used in zymology is called zymology, and also the French chemist, that is Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur demonstrated the fermentation process in a microorganism yeast. In an anaerobic condition, some of the fermentation process mostly occur in that kind of living process it will occur. So fermentation occurs only within a help of this bacteria and some of the yeast in a oxygen-free environment. Fermentation mostly occur in oxygen-free environment. It mostly occur in oxygen-free environment. With the help of bacteria and some of the microorganism like yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Yeast means nothing but Saccharomyces cerevisiae, some of the bacteria, good bacteria also there. With the help of this one, fermentation process mostly occur. Okay. Okay, the next one is, next we see the bioreactor. We already studied what is the type of fermentation. Some of the introduction is there. And then next we pass on to bioreactor. Bioreactor is there, or fermenter. What do you mean by the bioreactor or biofermenter? Bioreactor and fermenter is that. Fermenter is nothing but a vessel. Nothing but a vessel or container. The bioreactor is a vessel or a container. It mostly designed in such a way it can provide there is optimum environment. It will give the optimum environment. Will give the optimum environment to that fermenter, and also in which microorganism or their enzymes interact with this substrate. Some of the microorganisms it will interact, or their enzymes interact with this substrate to produce the required product. That is called bioreactor. Bioreactor is a vessel or container in which it is designed for it can give the optimum environment to that container. But to this, the microorganisms or their enzymes, in which the microorganism or their enzymes mostly interact with the substrate to produce the required product. This is called a bioreactor, or otherwise biofermenter or fermenter. Fermenter is the bioreactor, or otherwise biofermenter. In a biofermenter, some of the environmental it will give for agitation and also aeration, pH, temperature in a controlled manner. There is agitation, circulation. Agitation means circulation, and or otherwise aeration, pH and temperature. Temperature you will give in a controlled manner. It is nothing but bioreactor. Bioreactor, you can define the bioreactor means bioreactor is a fermenter, vessel or container. You will give such a way it will designed. It can provide an optimum environment in which microorganism or their enzymes interact with the suitable environment, suitable product. It will produce a required product with substrate to produce a required product. It is a bioreactor. It will give the agitation, aeration and pH and also temperature are in a controlled manner. Here the fermentation process, it will involve, there are two process, namely two process. First one is upstream process. Next we will see there is a definition for bioreactor. Bioreactor is a fermenter. But vessel, container, optimum environment. You will give with the help of microorganism and their enzymes to the substrate. It will give you a required product you will get. Then the container, it will have the agitations, aeration, pH and temperature. It also in a controlled manner. The next one is, what are the steps involved in a bioreactor? What are the steps mostly involved in a bioreactor? Two process, namely it will present. First one is upstream process and also downstream process. Upstream process and downstream process. Upstream process and downstream process. What do you mean by upstream process in a bioreactor? Second one, downstream process. There are two types of process. First one, upstream process. Here, before the starting of fermenter, that is called upstream process. There is a process. That is a process in which the starting before the fermenter. Starting before the fermenter is nothing but upstream process. What do you mean by downstream process? After the fermenter, after the processing of fermenter is nothing but downstream process. Before and after, nothing but upstream process and a downstream process. Here in upstream process, some of the steps also involved in upstream process. First one, sterilization. First one, sterilization. Before the starting of fermenter, you can sterilize the fermenter, and also preparation and sterilization of culture medium. Preparation and sterilization of culture medium and growth of the inoculum. These are comes under this upstream process. What do you mean by downstream process? In the downstream process, after the fermentation is over, after the fermentation process, that is called downstream process. Here some of the steps also involved in this downstream process. First one is distillation. First one is distillation, then centrifuging, filtration, extraction. These are comes under this downstream process. Extraction, that is called solvent extraction. Distillation, centrifuging and filtration and extraction, that is called solvent extraction. Here the most common downstream process is called, there is a purification. That is what is the purpose of downstream process? Purification is there. That is the 4 steps involved in downstream process. Okay, what are the process involved in bioreactor? There are 2 types of process involved in bioreactor. First one is upstream process, second one is downstream process. In that upstream process, what do you mean by upstream process? Starting before the fermenter is nothing but upstream process. Some of the steps involved in upstream process. First one is sterilization of fermenter. Then second, preparation and sterilization of culture medium. And the last one is growth of the inoculum. These are comes under this upstream process. Then downstream process. In the downstream process, distillation, centrifugation, filtration, solvent extractions also there. What do you mean by downstream process? After the fermentation process is called downstream process. In most probably the purification is occur in a downstream process. The next one we will see the bioreactor diagram is the bioreactor diagram. You can see. Draw a diagram with the help of scale. This is nothing but agitation. Agitation is used for agitation. Here there is a structure is there. a stream area. This is called a stream. Sparser, sparser, sparser. This is a knob mortar. That is mostly used for agitation process. It is called mortar. Agitation process mostly used. Agitation process it will used, and also some of the here there is inoculum, sterile inoculum medium is there. This one is nothing but a sterile nutrient medium. Sterile nutrient medium you can pour. Here there is a medium inoculum. You can pour that inoculum or nutrient medium through this way. There is a mortar, agitation process, sterile nutrient medium, and also spurger is there. A steam it will come out this way, and also here there is a one cage. Also it will present outlet, and also here there is a impeller. This is nothing but impeller. The pH probe, and also temperature probe, then pH probe, temperature probe, pH probe also there, and also there is a oxidation, sterile inoculum nutrient medium, oxygen probe, oxygen concentration medium is also here. You can, this is a bioreactor. This is nothing but bioreactor or fermenter. You can draw the diagram of that bioreactor or fermenter. It's very essential. Okay, you can draw the diagram of that one. In this way, the nutrient medium is introduced into this fermenter. Suitable inoculum or suitable temperature, pH, you can give that one. And also some of the microorganism also present in this container. They will contain in this container, it will present inoculum, pH probe, spurger, and oxygen concentration, steam, nutrient medium also produced in this way, nutrient medium. Okay. Next we will see what are the process involved in fermentation process. Okay. Draw the diagram of the bioreactor in your notebooks. Right. Okay, the next one, what are the process of fermentation? Process of fermentation. What are the process of fermentation? Here there is a first one. The first step is selection. There are 5 or 6 steps are there. 6 steps are there. First step is selection. What do you mean by selection? First you can select the container or otherwise fermenter depending upon the product. So depending upon the type of product, you can select the bioreactor. That is called selection of bioreactor. Depending upon the product, you can select the container or fermenter. That is called selection. The second one is adding. Second one is adding or others adding or otherwise dilution it will takes place. Second one is adding. What the type of liquid medicine, any type of liquid medicine you can add in this container, that is called adding. So suitable substrate in a liquid medicine is added. In which temperature? In a specific temperature, and a specific pH also there. There is adding a liquid medicine. A liquid medicine which a liquid medicine is added, that is inoculant, it will added into the substrate. We can add the substrate into the liquid medicine at a specific temperature and pH and diluted. A temperature is very essential and pH also there. A specific temperature and pH, and then it will diluted. The third one is, again there is added, which one is other? Microorganism. Which type of microorganism, or anything, bacteria or yeast, anything is there. You can add which type of microorganism is needed. Then you can add the microorganism, microbes, animals, plants, or subcellular organism, and the enzymes added into this container. The fourth one, incubation. The fourth one is incubation. In which way you have to incubate? How many times? What is the duration of that incubation is there? So incubated at a specific temperature for a specified time. A specific temperature is very essential. Specific temperature and a specific time. Specified time is very essential. Duration. Temperature is needed and time is needed for incubation. You can select, then adding some of the liquid medicine, a specific temperature and pH also there, and the dilution also take place. Some you can add microorganism, that is which type of microbes or plant cell or animal cells, and some enzymes are there which you can add it to the container. And also incubation, a specific temperature and a specific time is needed. And also another one, fifth one, the same incubation also occur. That incubation, it will occur in a aerobic condition or non-aerobic condition. Aerobic or non-aerobic. Aerobic or anaerobic. Non-aerobic means nothing but anaerobic condition is the anaerobic. Without oxygen, without air. Aerobic means with oxygen, with air. Anaerobic means nothing but without air. How the incubation takes place. The last one, withdrawal of product using downstream process. Withdrawal of downstream process after the process is over, that is called withdrawal. There are the 6 steps mostly present in a process of fermentation. Selection, adding a microorganism, incubation period, and incubation for specific temperature and specific time, then incubation for aerobic condition and anaerobic condition, which type of incubation is needed, you can do. And withdrawal of after fermentation process is over, you can collect the product, then you can utilize that product. Okay, that's all. This is called process of fermentation. Okay, in this class you can study, or you can mostly recollect all the points. Method of biotechnology, fermentation process you can study. Here, who introduced the term, and which the fermentation technical terms mostly derived from in which language. Fermentation means nothing but there is to boil, and what do you mean by the fermentation, and what do you mean by the bioreactor, what do you mean by upstream process and downstream process, and the diagram and process of fermentation process over. That's all.